How far is too far when chasing clicks and subscribers? Using trending topics and keywords is a common strategy for creators, but what happens when influence turns into deception? We all agree that big media companies are no longer the sole gatekeepers of information. Creators with massive audiences shape opinions and spark movements. We just saw at the end of last month of January how the White House announced that they were going to open the press for podcasters, independent creators, and even influencers to come to their press releases. Some share, but some influencers and some of these creators share information recklessly without verifying facts or providing disclaimers, leading their audiences to take it as truth. Many of these creators pull in millions of views, often surpassing traditional news networks, and also make millions of dollars off of their audiences. Look at what's unfolding with the Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively lawsuit, which I am following every single day. I've been watching Candace Owens, and you can see the power of independent journalism and how many of people in her audience are going back to Instagram posts and articles and interviews that these people have done in the past and are piecing together this case in this case, the defendant, Justin Baldoni. Have you been following this case? If you've been following this case, please comment below because I am obsessed. The dedication of these people to the investigation of that case is absolutely remarkable. And a reminder that whether your audience is big or small, you hold real power. But what happens when that power is used irresponsibly? Well, today I'm going to introduce to you, if you haven't heard, about Belle Gibson. And this is the case that happened back in 2018. But is resurfacing because Netflix just released a docu-series about her, this big scandal, this big scandal. And I'm going to share with you also what happened to Stephen Bartlett last year and how he was facing a little bit of a backlash for lending his platform to spread harmful misinformation to millions. We know that he is one of the top podcasters right now. His YouTube channel is almost 10 million subscribers. So he has a lot of influence and he was getting into trouble for this. When creators prioritize clicks over truth, the consequences go beyond pleasing the algorithm. We impact real lives. So how do we balance this as creators? How do we grow with integrity? That's the question that we together are going to resolve right here. So before we get into the case of Belle Gibson and Stephen Bartlett, let's just look at some examples of creators that are very, let's say, not ethical. Can we pull up those? So the first one, J Station. And I have to say, my daughter put this for me. She is my research assistant. She did a wonderful job. She found all of this information for me, and I think she's higher. I'm gonna hire her. So the first one is J Station. He's a Canadian internet personality and a YouTuber. And he lied about his girlfriend dying in a drunk driving accident. And this happened in 2020. And then we have Fousey Tube. And if I'm mispronouncing this, I apologize for that. But he is a YouTuber and a streamer and an actor. And he scammed fans to come to a life-changing event that Drake was going to perform, but Drake never showed up, and that happened in 2018. And Fuzzy K, former member of, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, FaZe No, not Fuzzy, FaZe. Oh no, oh no. He's a former member of FaZe clan gaming group, and he heavily promoted kids token as form of cryptocurrency to help kids, but sold his shares immediately, and the currency became worthless in days as the biggest influencer crypto scam in 2021. And then we have Jake Paul, American wrestler, actor, and YouTuber, and he promoted his Team 10 merch line and claimed that he would donate proceeds to charities like the Make-A-Wish Foundation, but he never did. And then we have Billy McFarland. He is not an influencer or a YouTuber. He's just an American businessman, but he enlisted the help of Kendall Jenner, Bella Hadid, and Hailey Bieber.
I don't know.
I'm butchering the names. Hailey Bieber. Haley Bieber. He created a festival. So listen to this. He created a festival that led to many people being stranded in the Bahamas, sleeping in floated tents on the floor with no access to running water. Influencers, the ones that I already mentioned, they promoted this expensive and luxurious music festival that was supposed to be for 2 weekends, but closed on first day. So he's camped a lot of people out of their money and just left them there in the Bahamas. That's awful. And then we have Belle Delphine. She is an adult content creator and social media influencer, and she sold her fake bath water to fans and sold 500 jars and made approximately $15,000. What? Okay. That's crazy. But now let's look at the case of Belle Gibson, because this is a case that I found very fascinating. And it unfolded, it started in 2019, if we can bring up the timeline for the case.
Yes.
Yes? Okay. So, not 2019, 2009, Gibson, a single mom, rises to fame as a wellness influencer after claiming that she overcame terminal brain cancer with dietary and lifestyle changes. In 2013, August 2013, she launched the Whole Pantry mobile app. In July of 2014, Gibson says that her brain cancer spread to her blood, spleen, uterus, and liver. And she made all the statements publicly on her Instagram and other social media outlets. In October 2014, she publishes her recipe book, and her app, Apple, endorses her app in 2014, and also Penguin Media, or I don't know how it's, I think, yeah, Penguin Media, the big publisher, publishes her recipe book. So the two big media companies here in the United States, and she is an influencer from Australia. In 2015, a Melbourne-based newspaper reported Nick Toscano and Bo Donnelly start to investigate Gibson's health claims after an anonymous tip. And in March of 2015, Toscano and Donnelly exposed Gibson's false public claims of charity donations in a story with the Sydney Morning Herald. In 2015, Gibson admits the truth in an interview with Australian Women's Weekly. In 2015, Gibson insists she had no bad intentions in the interview with 60 Minutes in Australia, which is, I watched a little bit of that interview, and that woman is so out of touch in reality. Is one of those people who believe their own lies. So it's really hard to get her to confess to anything, because in her mind that really happened, even though there's evidence that she never had brain cancer, that she was never ill and that she lied about everything and that her whole brand was built on lies. And she lied to people. And even worse, the people with cancer were following all of her dietary advice and all the things that she was doing to cure her cancer. And also people were suffering with her because then we have this mom with little children fighting cancer, and we get very involved when we, just get into these cases of people having cancer or going through something so horrible. So in February 6th of 2025, the apple cider vinegar, based on Gibson's story, is released on Netflix. That's the docuseries. I haven't watched the docuseries, but I'm going to because I really don't like docuseries. I just like the real documentary stuff, but I'll give it a chance. So now let's move on to Stephen Bartlett. He is one of my favorite podcasters. I've been listening to, watching his episodes here on YouTube for more than a year. I discovered his show a year ago, and it's interesting because his show just had exploded. I looked at his content this morning, and his channel is close to 10 million subscribers. But last year, he got into a little bit of trouble because he was lending his platform to two people or more in accordance with this article that I found in the BBC News, that he was lending his platform to interview people that were sharing and spreading misinformation regarding health issues. And these are the two interviews that that the article mentions. And these are two episodes that I watched and that I believed. And I am a well-educated person, but I would have to, the reason why I like Stephen Bartlett is because all of his episodes, they're eye-opening to other alternatives and to other ways that you can treat different things. So I was a little conflicted when I read this story because some of these interviews really resonated with me, and I took some of the advice, and that's something that I would have adopted and pursued if I was in the situation of having cancer or having some health issues. But the thing with this is that it's okay for you to have different views, and it's okay for you to lend your platform to experts and people that you agree with, as long as you disclose this to your audience, as long as there's a disclaimer of some sort telling people that this is, that the research that they're using is, that there's a place where they can find it, or that, these are alternative views, that is not something that is maybe backed by research or something. So they are aware that, they have to do more research on their own. Also, what is conflicting here, and you can find it in this article of the BBC, is that there's a paragraph there that says that Cecile Simmons, and she's from the Institute of Strategic Dialogue and a think tank specializing in disinformation research, and she was saying that content like this can really grow your audience really quickly, because the thumbnails You can make the thumbnails very clickbaity. Things like that have to do with health issues, with especially cancer. If that is on the thumbnail, people tend to click on those thumbnails more, and then, from that, then you get more views and you get to grow your audience pretty quickly because you're touching on those issues that are so interesting for people. So she says, health-related clickbait content with scary titles does really well online with the algorithm amplifying that, she said. So is Stephen Bartlett, is he really motivated to bring this information and to bring these experts to help his audience, to help the public, so we have more access to information that is not controlled by big pharma and the healthcare industry? Or is he doing it to grow his audience? Is he doing it just for the clicks? We don't know, but I thought I would bring that for you. And the thing is that with him, he has financial stakes in health and wellness companies. And once you have financial interest in certain things, then you having people who are pushing your financial interest on your platform, then it becomes this thing that you don't know if you're doing that for your own benefit or for your audience. So that is what I have so far. Do we have any questions?
Let's see if we have any questions. And of course, I don't have...
Or comments.
I am not plugged in at all, so I guess I could have plugged my voice in.
So...
It doesn't look like we have any comments or questions, no?
But this is a very interesting topic when it comes to content creation, when it comes to you taking accountability and taking this seriously from the very beginning. Like I said, if your audience is small right now and you're thinking, well, this will never be me, this will be you if you keep posting your content. And the whole reason for this live stream topic today came to me because we were watching a show. I don't remember the name of the show, but in this show, so it's about this personality from Jackass. I don't know if you remember Jackass from MTV, but we were watching this, and this personality from Jackass, like he was going through a treatment program, and is a very non-conventional treatment program for alcohol and drug abuse. And somehow, this person that was running the program, she got a lot of attention from a YouTuber, and then this YouTuber completely ruined her life because of all the power that this YouTuber had or has. She is an attorney, and then she has her audience is pretty big, and then she was just attacking this person running this program for people recovering from alcohol and drug addiction, which it was pretty interesting to me because the whole program, it was about people wearing this 3D, how do you call those that we got for ourselves? The virtual reality headset, and that supposedly help people to cure their addiction. The whole show was super bizarre, but the most disturbing part to me was how this YouTuber had so much power, or has so much power, that she was just able to destroy this person's life. And we're seeing it over and over, people getting canceled. We are in the attention economy. With attention, you can get a lot of a lot of things done for you. And one of those things, and especially if you create a cult-like audience or following, is that people will do what you ask them to do. It's like I already mentioned this whole case with Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively, how there are people out there searching for evidence, like doing the job that his defense attorney was supposed to do and pay for somebody who would do this type of work. He's getting it for free. And that is just very interesting to me that, you know, a lot of people pitch in and follow Candace Owens, which every time that she goes live, she has, 17,000 people, 80,000 people watching her live stream and following this case just because she took it upon herself to dig and find the truth for that event. So it's just pretty interesting. And we are going to keep going live every Friday. We were going live on Saturdays, but we decided that we were not going to do that anymore because we want the weekends. I don't want to work on Saturdays. I don't want to work on Sundays. I want to spend time with my kids. But I'm really enjoying doing these live streams. I think this is an opportunity for me to grow an audience here on YouTube. And I know that we've been a little flaky with changing things and doing things at different times and different days. But I'm going to stick to Fridays at 5 p.m. If you have any suggestions when it comes to the topic for the live stream, make sure that you comment below and let me know if there's anything that you would like me to investigate further or teach you about it further, or just entertain you with, because it can be entertaining too. I can be entertaining. I can be fun. No? Yeah, I'm fun. It's okay. I'm fun. Just say it. I'm fun. Okay? So, I will see you here next Friday.
Fridays at 5.
Friday at 5 p.m. And thank you.